Black women are the most unprotected and disrespected people in society because our pain and sorrows are made into jokes and memes. We are being mistreated, abused, and discarded at the hands of men, oftentimes black men, who are supposed to love us, protect us, and provide for us. Instead, we are the breadwinners. We are the head of our households. And either we are too strong or these niggas is too weak. These heartbreaking stories are centered in the black community all over the United States. Stories of domestic violence, rage, and even death. What do you do when love isn't enough? Hello, and welcome to another episode of When Love Isn't Enough. This episode, I will be reviewing cases that not much information on, so I can't build a full video off of it. But I feel like we need to acknowledge these stories in the black community because there's so much domestic violence going on. Many children are becoming orphans because their parents are deceased. In the 80s, it was drugs that broke families apart. In the 90s, it was the remnants of those drugs. And now in the 2000s, it is domestic violence. I find these stories to be so heartbreaking that it consumes me. And I am presenting these stories in good faith. It is not to be malicious. I am definitely praying for the families and the victims involved. And I just feel that because mainstream media isn't following up on these cases, that we, the people, need to let these cases be known to the masses. We all need to tell these stories so that we can do better as a people. Bonita Dawkins died from a gunshot wound on Thursday, March 3rd, 2022, in her Forest Glen residence in Midland. The 26-year-old woman was found in her home by the Midland Police Department. Officers were dispatched for a missing person report filed by the woman's father earlier Thursday. Marlon Barnett of Saginaw died later on Thursday in Bay City. Police said that the 34-year-old man died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. He was the suspect in the shooting. Officers said Barnett was in a relationship with Dawkins. Police did not release the names of Dawkins and Barnett, but did confirm both names to the Daily News on Tuesday. The shooting is still under investigation. I just want to say my condolences to the family, loved ones, the children of Bonita Dawkins. She did not deserve this, especially from someone that's supposed to love her and cherish her. This is from the TallahasseeTimes.com. Friday morning abruptly went from sunny to dark in Tallahassee with a homicide on the premises of Hanel, USA, on the south end of the industrial park off Highway 229. The victim is Brittany McKenzie Potts, age 36, who was employed by Hanel. Her husband, Clifton Potts, age 44, was captured and charged with murder. He is being held in Elmore County Jail. Tallahassee Police Chief Todd Bruce said the call came in at approximately 9:19 on March 4th, 2022. When authorities arrived, Ms. Potts was found with multiple gunshot wounds. Life-saving attempts were performed, but the victim succumbed to the wounds and was pronounced dead at the scene at approximately 10 a.m., Bruce noted in a press release. Mr. Potts fled the scene but was apprehended in Phoenix City at 12:10 p.m. the same day. Multiple agencies assisted Tallahassee in the case, including the U.S. Marshals, Fugitive Task Force, Elmore County, Tallapoosa County, and Lee County Sheriff's Offices, and Eclectic and Phoenix City Police Departments. Potts had been in prison on a possession, receiving a controlled substance within the past year. He also served time for distribution of a controlled substance, marijuana possession, and intimidating a witness dating back to 2001. The two have been married since 2016. Potts' initial hearing is set for 11 a.m. on Tuesday, March 8th in Elmore County. Rest in paradise, Brittany Mackenzie Potts.
New developments after a woman was found dead yesterday in a Sterling Heights condo.
Police confirm a second person was also found dead in the home, her husband. Fox 2's Camila Miri with the latest.
Between 3 and 5 o'clock.
It was still light out.
Yeah, it was definitely still light out, yeah.
Joe Strong was one of many neighbors who watched things unfold Monday afternoon. Sterling Heights police everywhere. A woman lying in a pool of blood in her own doorway with no pulse. Now investigators revealing they found her husband, also deceased, inside the condo on Shadywood with a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
It's a sad situation. It's unfortunate. I mean, that's something you don't see every day, and you definitely don't see it in this community.
Police have identified the deceased married couple as Elizabeth and Herman McAlpin. Herman was 66 years old. Elizabeth was 67. Authorities aren't commenting on how Elizabeth died, but they say there is no danger to the public. Neighbors say they never saw this coming.
They kind of kept to themselves, really. They didn't really do nothing.
Nice people, quiet, kept to themselves, never had any problems with them.
I used to talk to her all the time when I was walking around here in the summertime because she had a nice garden and everything, and so she kept her stuff up real nice and everything. Yeah, so I never really talked, but she was a nice lady.
In Sterling Heights, Camila Mary, Fox 2 News.
I want to send my condolences to the family and loved ones of Elizabeth McAlpin. This is such a tragic situation, and we are praying for peace. According to the New York Post, this was March 9th, 2020. A woman was killed and a man left in critical condition in what police are calling a murder-suicide in Brooklyn, cops say Monday. The fatal shooting happened just before 9:30 a.m. on Monday near the intersection of Louisiana Avenue and Twin Pines Drive in East New York, police said. Petula Myrtle, 39, was found in a parked car with 4 gunshot wounds to her body, police said. Next to her in the car was her husband, Andre Myrtle, 49, with a single gunshot wound to the right temple, according to police. When police arrived, the car was locked and the cops had to break the windows to gain access, a police source said. The woman was pronounced dead on the scene, and the man was taken to Brookdale University Hospital Medical Center in critical condition. Their 3 children were healthy and accounted for, the sources said. Police who went to the home found legal documents, including a will, left in the open. There were no domestic violence report on record. He had been arrested before for unlicensed operation of a vehicle. He served 2 years in prison, starting in 1992 for robbery. My condolences to the family, loved ones, and children of Petula Myrtle. May she rest in paradise.